So for this video, we're going to touch base with our Cobra Stinger. Okay, so in the previous videos that I showed, I showed how to upgrade the back glass, updates on the doors, updates on the weapon systems, and some simple add-ons to the front of the vehicle, even converting this thing to a ram bar accessory instead of an impaling device. Okay, so as the title in my thumbnail for this video, we're going to use Pixis Design add-ons. So it's going to be add-ons. We're not going to subtract anything from the vehicle. So we're not going to change the tires, the roof, nor the doors or the windshield. So it's going to be add-ons on this section, and on this section, and a new weapon system, all from Pixis Designs. Total cost of the upgrades that I ordered from Pixis Designs is going to be $70. Compared to Gridiron Studios, if I was going to somehow upgrade the front, upgrade the back, and upgrade the top section of the weapon system part, it's going to be more than $70. Plus, I'm more inclined to the design of Pixis, so it's more realistic compared to Gridiron, which sometimes ears more to the fictional side of things. Okay, so let's start with the front part. It's going to be the front bumper. So front bumper, the cost is going to be $15. So for the Stinger bumper, it's going to be $18, but for the Vamp bumper, it's going to be $15. So what does the Vamp bumper look like? So it's going to be this section. Okay, so this is the details for $15. That's solid plastic, 3D printed, not so bad. So these two sections would snap in place on the front underside of the vehicle. Okay, so as you could see, quality. Okay, that's good. So next is going to be the rear step. So this thing comes in 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3, which you need to assemble. You could even glue these sections. So yeah, this two is going to peg on the rear section on the underside, of course, just like where this thing is going to secure on the screw holes. Okay, so add-ons number 3 is going to be this section. So that is going to be the fastback rear accessory. Okay, so this thing needs to be reassembled or assembled, I mean. So this is how it's going to look. So you could still make use of the cab cover, which I kit bashed. So in this section, it's still very usable. Okay, so I could still hang backpacks on this section and whatever I want to add. Okay, so why is this green? Because this is supposed to be for the Vamp. So the Stinger is going to have gray parts on this section, so the Vamp is going to have green, but I really don't care. So green, that is still okay with me. So next piece is going to be the missile pad rear attachment, which is $18. Okay, so it's going to be this thing. So I just added this to at least have another missile system or weapon system for my Cobra Stinger. So yep, So how many missiles do we have on this thing? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. And instead of purchasing the removable missiles, which Pixis Design also has, I opted for the fixed thing. So this is just 18 bucks, but I don't want to deal with things that are falling off the missile system, so I'd rather have this thing. Okay, so we're ready to put it on. Okay, so let's check for orientation where the front bumper is going to connect and where the rear step is going to connect. So I could still maintain actually this piece. So what I really want is add-ons, not subtraction. Add-on, something that I could add on instead of taking off the tires, taking off the front windshield, this section, and that is actually subtracting from the actual value of what you initially purchased. I want something that instead of subtracting, add on. Okay, so for the front bumper, it's going to be these two holes, and for the rear step, it's going to be these two holes. Okay, so that's for orientation. That's where we're going to place those two accessories. Of course, the rear section, this part, so it's going to latch on the rear window. Okay, so we have all the add-ons. So this is now how the front bumper looks. So side, and I always wanted to fill up this section, not just a roll bar, but something actually that really fills it up. Okay, so that really does it. And instead of taking off the original rear section, it's still there, we just added this. So still adds on to the details of the vehicle playset. So an additional step, and you could still imagine that a figure, because we still have two pegs on this section, so a figure could still man this section, and instead of a cross system, a gunner could actually use that manually. Okay, so add-ons instead of subtraction. And I resized the glass section, so that still has a glass back cover, so which separates the weapon section from the control or the driver and the gunner section. So they are still okay in this section. No smoke or casings could enter the cabin or the control area. So we still have original pieces. Actually, we transferred the recoilless rifle, which was located originally, I placed it on this part, so for easy access for the driver and the gunner. So weapon and ammunition, it's already located up front for easy access. We could still add additional backpacks to this section, which we're going to do right now. So since this is a Cobra vehicle, the gear that should be attached to this vehicle should also be Cobra general issued items. Okay, so from the Vipers, so left and right combination, same thing, and it's placed a little bit low, so whenever the missiles are fired, the bags aren't gonna get burned. Okay, so actually you have different, all of these holes are placements for however you wish to place items on this part of the vehicle. So actually really adds more detail. and it makes sense. So instead of gridiron would have the roll bar, and it would have just a single hanger for their very own backpack. But for Pixis Designs, it's going to the Greg, the owner, would design this specifically that we could use the accessories that comes with our G.I. Joe or Cobra characters. So we changed the weapon system. So we took out the one that I kit bashed or customized to the one that I purchased from Pixis Design for a seemingly more Cobra Stinger look, but an upgraded one, of course. Okay, so let's take a look at the articulation of this system. So this could rotate. Actually, there's going to be two bases. So this base attaches to the platform and the peg, and actually it does not move. So we still have one base on this section that rotates, as you could see. Okay, so this section rotates, this section does not rotate. Once you plug it in, it's going to stay in place. Okay, so this would rotate and tilt up, tilt down. So looks really great. So worth the 18 bucks for this. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.